very often. But before we get into all of the fun stuff, I just wanted to make a quick note that I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you like the kind of videos that I make, if you just want to support me, feel free to subscribe, feel free to drop a like, feel free to leave a comment. Let's just get into it, okay? Alrighty. This first book is not going to be a shocker. This is Harry Potter, specifically The Prisoner of Azkaban. Now look, you can have your opinion on J.K. Rowling. You can have your opinion on J.K. Rowling. But I've had these books since I was maybe 6 years old. Maybe, no. When did the movies come out? 2001. Yeah, I for sure have had these books at least since I was 8. Okay. So, I'm not saying that I support J.K. Rowling at all. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm not actively giving her money. I'm not actively preaching and saying to everyone that, oh my god, buy her books. I'm not actively giving money to J.K. Rowling. So, I'd like to think that I can enjoy the Harry Potter books without feeling any guilt, because, like, I'll be honest, Harry Potter is a big part of my life. It just is. It has shaped me to be the reader that I am, and it is just truly a classic, and that's that. I specifically chose The Prisoner of Azkaban because this one's my favorite. I'm actually due for a reread soon. Yeah, these books are just classic. Like, you can truly reread any Harry Potter book and still thoroughly enjoy it. The writing is simple enough, yet not obviously childish. Especially starting from the third book, things start to feel a little bit more mature. And let's just be real, this is the best movie. So, that is my first book, straight from my childhood bookshelf. You can sort of see she's loved. She's loved. Okay, next book. Now this is a book that I briefly talked about in my bookshelf tour. This is Kingdom Keepers. Disney After Dark by Ridley Pearson. Now, I'll say the same thing that I said in the bookshelf tour. These were super advertised on Disney Channel. Because basically the premise is that these 5 kids are able to go into the Disney parks after dark as holograms, basically. And there is something evil a-brewing in the parks at night. I should have got my second book because the second book is my favorite. But this one's just classic. I actually did a somewhat recent, as in like within the past year and a half, maybe even 2 years, reread of this and the second book. And I don't know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I remember trying to put my friends on this in elementary school because it was just so good. It's just really good. I think the author is also doing a re-release of the books with updated parks because the rides and the attractions are very big parts and settings and just plot points of the books. So things have changed since 2008. So now I think things are a little bit more updated. It's a really long summary in the back. I was gonna read it, but it's sort of long and a bit like it's too wordy. Let's just give me a quick synopsis. It's okay. It's for like 8-year-olds. But yeah, that is Kingdom Keepers by Ridley Pearson. She shaped me for real. Alright, the next book. This is a bit older. This is for sure middle school. We have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I loved this book, and I will say I loved this book up until maybe this book, maybe that book, maybe this book, I don't know. I remember I stopped reading for sure at this book when Clary and Jace are on the covers. I was like, I don't know what's happening anymore, and I am scared. But I distinctly remember 6th grade, maybe 7th grade, my friend recommended this book to me. City of Bones. He was like, it's really good. So I got it at the library, and I got it at the school library, and I was like, oh my god, this is really good. Then there was like a weird, is it like spoilers now? I think everyone knows there's a weird incest thing there's a weird incest thing. Okay, I'm not gonna say any more than that. There's an incest thing, and it lost me. It lost me truly. At the ripe age of 11, I was like, what is happening? Oh, Stephanie Meyer has a little blurb on the front. The Mortal Instruments series is a story world that I love to live in. Beautiful. Okay, Stephanie. And this makes me sad because I want to get into the Mortal Instruments world. Well, not this part. This isn't the Mortal Instruments. What is the other books? I did try to read A Clockwork. I read the first book in the Clockwork series, and because that's the series that everyone hypes up, and I didn't like it. I thought it was super boring, like extremely boring. Maybe I would have enjoyed it when I was 11, but I do get a lot of FOMO in regards to Cassandra Clare, especially because she is good friends with Holly Black, the author of The Cruel Prince. So in my head, I'm like, if I like Holly Black's writing, I should for sure like Cassandra Clare. But just like, I tried it recently and it's just not good. And Cassandra Clare's always releasing these humongous books in this world, and I'm just getting some FOMO. But I just know that I am not gonna like it, which is sad. I feel like I liked this book more than A Clockwork Prince. A Clockwork Prince was a little boring, lame, I don't know. I haven't reread this, so. I remember liking Magnus. Honestly, I liked a lot of these characters. I love Jace. Yeah. This book slays. This book just slays. It's really good. Okay. The next book that I have is called Life as We Knew It by Susan Pfeffer. Susan Pfeffer. I can read the blurb for this. When Miranda first hears the warnings that a meteor is headed on a collision path with the moon, they just sound like an excuse for extra homework assignments. But her disbelief turns to fear in a split second as the entire world witnesses a lunar impact that knocks the moon closer in orbit, catastrophically altering the Earth's climate. Everything else in Miranda's life fades away as supermarkets run out of food, gas goes up to more than $10 a gallon, and school is closed indefinitely. But what Miranda and her family don't realize is that the worst is yet to come. Told in Miranda's diary entries, this is a heart-pounding account of her struggle to hold on to the most important resource of all, hope, in an increasingly desperate and unfamiliar time. I probably read this book right as I got into high school. And I'm glad I did, because this book is dark. This book is dark. There's a scene in this book that I distinctly remember, and it just gives me anxiety to think about. It was giving me anxiety to read. It's really sad. Like this cute little cover. The book is not cute. It is very, it's not the word, apocalyptic. Yes, very apocalyptic. And I'm pretty sure this put me in a reading slump. This for sure, that put me in a reading slump. This was a hand-me-down from a relative. So I sort of just picked this up on a whim, and it's very easy to pick up. Oh, it has like that old book crunchy, like, spine. Do you hear that? I mean, you can probably tell how yellow the pages are. I like that sound. I hope you can hear it. But yeah, that is Life as We Knew It by Susan Pfeffer. Alright, the next book is The Book of Elsewhere by Jacqueline West. Now this is for sure an off-brand Coraline. For sure. But I ate it up. Let me read you the blurb. There's something spooky about Olive's new house. When 11-year-old Olive moves into the old house on Linden Street, she knows there's something weird about the place. The creepy paintings, the 3 very unusual cats. But the weirdest thing, when Olive finds and puts on a pair of old glasses, she can travel inside the paintings to elsewhere, a sinister world with strange secrets to keep. Soon, Olive finds herself caught in a dark and dangerous plan. Can she confront the powers in the house that want to get rid of her and her family before the lights go out for good? Yeah, this is just a elementary school. This was for sure in the Scholastic Book Fair. There's even pictures. Yeah, this is Coraline, from what I remember, but I'm pretty sure this is just Coraline. I think this is a series as well. To say about this one, just that I got it at the book fair and I liked it. It was a cover buy for sure for me. Life was easier back then. Like, I feel like I would just pick a book in the kids section in Barnes & Noble and I would just hope that it's good. I mean, I would spend some time, reading through stuff, but nowadays I'm like looking at reviews, looking at, so many other outsiders' opinions on books. Very rarely are things cover buys for me, or I'm just going in blind, Okay, that is the Book of Elsewhere. Now this next book, if you were into books and the Scholastic Book Fair back in the day, you know this book. I promise you. This is Belly Up by, oh my god, who is it by? Because I had tape on it. Something Gibbs. Let me see. Oh, by Stuart Gibbs. I know you have seen this cover. I know you have. I was really into this book for some reason. I don't know why. Is there even a summary? Okay, there's no summary. But from what I remember about Belly Up is that this hippopotamus, I think his name is Henry, goes belly up at the zoo, so he dies. And that's all I remember. There's the boy main character, and then there's a girl, and then what did they even do afterwards? I don't even know. I think it's a whodunit, because I think this was not a natural death. This was not a natural hippo death. I feel like, for some reason, I'm also putting this in the same, category as John Green books for some reason. I feel like there was a manic pixie girl in this book, but there couldn't have been, because this is, for elementary school kids. like 5th graders. I don't remember. I literally don't remember anything about this book. Also, his butt is at the back. But this caught the eye of every elementary school kid because look at this cover. Iconic. Oh, crunchy. Yeah, I think it's just about them trying to figure out who killed this hippo. I think. Belly up. See, this was another cover buy because there's no summary that I could have read. So I truly just bought it. Just for vibes. Just for vibes. Okay. That is Belly Up. Alright. The last 2 books are basically the same because they are part of a series. That is 13 Treasures and 13 Curses. 13 Treasures is the first book. 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. This was for sure picked up in this classic book fair in maybe 5th grade. Okay, let me read the back. I really liked this book. I really liked it, and I think I would still like it today. Okay. Tanya is no ordinary girl. She's no ordinary girl. She can see fairies, but not the fairies we imagine. Evil fairies who cast spells on her, rousing her from her sleep and propelling her out of bed. At wit's end with her daughter's unusual behavior, Tanya's mother sends her to Elveston Manor, her grandmother's secluded countryside estate. 50 years ago, a girl vanished in the woods surrounding the mansion, and as Tanya learns more about the mystery, she finds herself dangerously close to vanishing into the fairy realm forever. Yes, this book was very mischievous, very spooky. I really like mischievous, dark fairies more than like ACOTAR fairies. No. Give me a Cruel Prince, Spiderwick, 13 Treasures fairies. Fairies that are willing to trick you for their own benefit type of fairies. Yeah, this was a good book, if I remember correctly. And then the second book looks like it's pretty hefty. And I think there's a book after this. Yeah, this truly because the text is pretty small and not super spaced. So this could truly be a book that would be in the young adult section, and maybe this is young adult. I don't know. This is a trilogy. The 13 Treasures trilogy was inspired by Michelle's extensive research on fairy lore and her love of classic children's books. See, that's like so fun. I love that. Oh my god, this was $6.99 back in the day. Is it still $6.99? Yeah, I would like to do a reread of these. I don't know what the third book is called, but I feel like I would still thoroughly enjoy, maybe as like a palate cleanser. This book's pretty short, so look at the difference. Like, what in the world is happening in the second book? I don't know. childhood books that I would love to show. Let me know if you guys would like a part 2 of this video. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you recognize any of the books besides, you know, Harry Potter and City of Bones. I'd love to know if you guys have read any of them, and if so, do you even remember the plot? Do you remember liking it? Okay, enough yap. I'll see you guys in the next video, okay?